Alright guys, so we figured we would show you one more video. We're going to build a staircase right now. We extended the upper level of our first floor. This used to be a pharmacy, so this area here was a lower level and there was multiple step-ups. So we framed this out. Now we need to build a staircase to get up. The first thing that you need to do is you need to figure out your total rise from your lowest point to your finished floor. We've already done that. And so let me show you guys how to do the calculations. Then I'll show you how to lay it out on the stringer, and we'll cut it and see what we come up with. So like I said, we have a 39.5 inch rise to start off. An average stair stringer is supposed to be roughly 7 inches. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide 39.5 by 7 and see what we come up with. So we come up with 5.64 rises. We obviously can't have 5.64 stairs, so we need to do a little bit more math to figure out exactly what our rise will be. So now that we know we're going to be roughly 5 stairs, we're going to do 39.5 divided by 5. And come up with 7.9 inches rise, which is pretty steep. So let's try 39.5 divided by 6 rises. Which we come up with 6.58. We need to convert the decimal to a fraction, and that's pretty easy to do. If we just take 0.9 and multiply it by 16, that's going to give us our 16ths, which would be 14 16ths, which we could convert in 3rd grade math to 7/8. 6.58, we'll round that up to 0.6. And we come up with roughly 10 16ths, which we know to be 5/8. Because we have this bump out that's over here, I think it would be better if we went with more stairs, and maybe we won't have to cut so much of this bump out and make our job a little bit easier. So let's go with 6 stairs. So we're going to have a 6 5/8 rise over a 10-inch run. So that's the math to figure this out. Let's clear our stringer here, and these are the tools that we're going to need to do this job. This is a standard framing square. We also going to use a little bit of a speed square, and then we'll have a circular saw and either a jigsaw or sawzall or a handsaw. We'll show you how to do that. So these are called stair knocks, and basically what they do is they help you maintain your measurement on your framing square as you're laying everything out. Once you tighten these guys down, they don't move, and it just makes the job a little bit easier. So basically we want to start off down here towards the edge, but you want to make sure that you have enough room to make your first rise here. So we could start off probably here, and we just carry it up. So we know we're going to do 6 rises, but our 6th rise is actually going to be the upper level. So we only need to draw out 5 rises. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. So you can see how the stair knocks really make that job a lot easier. So now that we're done with those, we can take the knocks off, and do a couple more calculations. So first thing we need to do is kind of square this edge off, and we want to put a 1-inch stair tread that we bought at Home Depot, a pre-made stair tread to make our lives a little bit easier. So we actually need to lower the first tread by 1 inch to make sure that we keep our 6 5/8 rise. If we didn't do that, our first rise would be 7 5/8, and then you would have 6 5/8, and that might make a tripping hazard. So what we're going to do is measure down 5 5/8 and trim that off. Just double check that. 5 5/8. So we will start our cuts here and cut that out. The other thing that we want to do is have a nailer on the bottom of the the stair tread risers, so that we don't have to nail directly into the concrete. So we're going to put a 2x4 onto the concrete. So I'm going to actually draw out a just a knockout for a 2x4. So 2x4 is 3.5 inches. And the good thing is the speed square, the small end, is exactly the width of a 2x4. So makes our drawing a little bit easier. Now on the top end, we're going to attach a ledger to the staircase, so we actually need to come back 1 inch off of this top riser and make amends for that. So we will do that right here. Alright, so next step is to cut everything out, and we will see how that goes. John's going to try to move and maintain a semblance of video while we cut this out. Fix the safety goggles here. Alright, now a lot of lazy carpenters will just cut all the way through the line, but that can really weaken the stringer. So we recommend to just take a couple extra minutes and just cut it out so they're nice and neat. This would also be a lot easier if we didn't lose our wood cutting Sawzall bit and weren't using a metal Sawzall cutting bit. So remember, we are going to have 6 stairs, but the 6th step is actually stepping up onto the main level, so there will only be really 5 stairs. So let's see how close we got. And that looks like it's going to work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th step will be up here. We do have about 2.5 inches because we haven't put any sheeting down here. So it looks like it's going to work. Probably going to have to notch out a little bit of this, but it's a lot better than if we would have done 5 stairs. So once again, guys, that's how you build a staircase. Contractor would have probably charged us $1,500, $2,000 for that work, and that took 5 or 6 minutes. So let's get this other one cut, and we'll lay the stairs out. We'll take a picture and put it up on Facebook /DC Rentals, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks.